pretty mama, why don't you come on over here? Can you get a little closer now? Let me whisper in your ear. You looking fine as hell with your slim apron on. But why you got nothing else on? You're gonna burn yourself daggone. But ain't nobody do it like you do. 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 Why don't you come on over here? Can you get a little closer now? Let me whisper in your ear. Why don't you come on over here? Can you get a little closer now? Let me whisper in your ear. Whisper in your ear. You looking, whisper in your ear. You looking fine as hell with your slim apron on. Can you get a little closer now? Let me whisper in your ear. You looking fine as hell with your slim apron on.
All right, so we're back. Still, we're about to start the 2-bus process on this mix. I think I was happy with where the vocals were at before I left. The instruments all sounded pretty good. Now I wanted to get a little more clarity with the vocals, and then we're going to go into the 2-bus.
Whisper in your ear. You looking fine as hell with your slim apron on. But why you got nothing else on? You're gonna burn yourself daggone. But ain't you're gonna burn yourself daggone. But ain't nobody do it like you do. 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 Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way. Oh, that bucket chicken got me doing the mashed potato. I love.
All right, I don't think I need any trim. Let's start with the first limiter. And let's do it from the pre. The pre seems to be a good part.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down.
All right, so the first limiter is the Wise maximizer. I have it on loud. The parallel mix is at 100. Mount is probably 60-ish, 55. I don't know, 55. Limiter gain, I have 3 dB, but I don't know if I need that much right now. Especially.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're.
So I'm already pretty hot with the 3 dB of gain might be too much. Let's bring it down to maybe like 1.5, because I still have a handful of other plugins, and I'm already like a -10 LUFS, which I like to deliver final mix masters around 8 to 7, so it won't let me do much else with the other plugin.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do.
Okay, so after that, I brought in the Massenburg Design Works, and I added some low end. This is just like a mastering type of thing where it adds a lot of the warmth of low end. This is like something you definitely feel more than you hear. And then we get the Oxford inflator. So this one worked on this last track I did, so let's hear it. Doing something. It's a little bit. Let's try adding more. That's a cool, it's a nice little medium. It added some of the flavor. Inflator, like a little magic box that does a handful of different things. I like that it's adding some saturation with and a little bit of top end without having to push like EQs to get that clarity. So I'm gonna bring in this now. The Wise. This is the DS1 MK3. And I use this as a de-esser for the most part. So we're gonna hit monitor here so we can hear what we're actually trying to attack, what frequencies. Yeah, so you can hear it's just like really the top end, the bite of the vocal, and that's also around the same register as the horn. So this is gonna soften that up, and you can hear it, all that. Wow. Okay. There's so much in this frequency. Let's hear. All right, so I'm gonna take it off and let's hear how it's reacting. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way. Oh, that bucket chicken got me doing the mashed potato. I love when you make the dinner, but can we save it for later? I'd rather have this snack 'cause rap I wanna invert. Yeah, 'cause right now I got a sweet tooth. Let's get right to dessert. 'Cause ain't nobody love me like you do. Ain't nobody love me like you do. No, the plugin is on the master bus. So I have a de-esser on the vocal already. But once I start adding like saturation and limiting, some of that stuff gets brought out again. And when it's a very pointy, I prefer to deal with it with this plugin. Also soothe my work. I've even used DS from Fat Filter on the master bus to kind of get rid of that. But this is the de-esser that I usually have on the vocal itself. Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. So if I bypass both of these, you'll hear how much fightier the vocals are. Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody. So, nobody wants that type of attack in the vocal in the ears. So, and you don't want to do too much with one de-esser because it's going to give you like a list on vocals if you do too much. So I do everything in chains if I still need to, and I also tweak some of the frequencies. Like the frequency on the vocal itself is at 4271, and the one here for the master bus it's 4186. So it's a slightly different attacking same region, but it's not gonna give you, it's not gonna overdo it, and it still sounds natural.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way.
So I wanted to see how loud I am now and how loud I need to get to. The other song here is an unreleased track that I did for Brad a few months ago, and this one you can see right here. That one's at 7.7, more or less, the integrated. And then for the one I'm in right now, we're at 9.5. So we have a handful of dBs to still go up. Yeah, it's a great plugin, absolutely. And yeah, so I just want to, I'll probably check other tracks later on, but today I just want to kind of focus to make sure that I get it to match what I already delivered, and then we'll kind of like shape it even more. So I just kind of want to see my meters for a second, and now we're going to go back to some of the more master bus plugins.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting.
I did the limiting first, and then I did the clip or effect with this guy. Speaking of, I actually just got K-Clip, the full version, so let's actually put that on before we move on to Ozone 12. Many of my friends swear by this guy, so let's see what it can do for the mix. But I will also limit. So my first plugin was this guy, the Wise MM1 maximizer, and then I fed it into the Oxford inflator, and we went to this guy. This is more of a DS thing for the vocals and horns. And yeah, I know some guys that do clipping instead of limiting. I use a little bit of clipping to just find certain things I want out of it, but I've done it before because I used to be heavy on standard clip, and that used to be really awesome. So, but yeah, let's check out this K clip. I haven't used it before.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do.
No, for sure. Yeah, using a clipper to get a little additional dB is awesome. Yeah, I've done that. Like I said, standard clip was my jam. But right now I'm trying to see what this guy has.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and
What clipper do you like to use? Curious.
do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody.
Yeah, that's a good one. I love that one.
Do it like you do.
Yeah, we've been working on this. We just came back on the live, but I did a few hours already, mixing all the instruments, trying to lock in this two bus to kind of get it really polished.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way. Oh, that bucket chicken got me doing the mashed potato. I love when you make your dinner, but can we save it for later? I'd rather have this snack who's rap if I want to invert. 'Cause right now I got a sweet tooth. Let's get right to dessert. 'Cause ain't nobody love me like you do. Ain't nobody love me like you do. Ain't nobody love me like you do. Ain't nobody love me like you do.
So I'm actually liking what the soften feature is doing with the mix. It's it feels like it's a little bit more tamed at the top end, and it's a little just easier on the ears, especially because of that part of the song. We have the horns, the vocals, a lot of pointy things. So yeah, I'm not doing too much, but I kind of like it.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody.
Yo, appreciate that. If you look at the links, I have a bunch of stuff I've streamed from top to bottom. So if you ever want to check it out, they're all over the place. So, but appreciate the follow, man. Hard clip. Okay, you would hard clip it. Do you, if you hard clip it, are you doing like a parallel thing where you hard clip it and you kind of slowly bring it in? Because you know what, I'm down to try that. Where's
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way. Oh, that bucket chicken got me doing the mashed potato. I love potato. I'd rather have this snack who's rap if I want to invert. 'Cause right now I got a sweet tooth. Let's get.
Oh, same. Yeah, I need to get better on my piano for sure. I do a lot of production as well. But yeah,
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do.
all right, I like that. Let's move on. Let's see. We'll keep that for now. Um, this is definitely not gonna do. Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like sometimes I do everything. I'll produce, I'll mix, engineer, master, mix, and sometimes I kind of go heavy on one thing. Like 3 months is just like heavy mixing, heavy production. But the one thing I do want to like tap in though is like I just need to study again, like or learn songs, just kind of get better at it. Like I want to learn more piano songs. That's been like a clutch thing, and go back on guitar because guitar's my first instrument, and learn some just different songs to get inspired. But yeah, it's a huge thing to do that. This is not. This is way too crazy. This mix has a lot of low end. Whatever the other mix was. So I imported settings from a different mix that I did for Brad. And we're going to not use this stuff. Kind of crazy. Okay, let's start from here.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up.
Yeah, still there. Not yet. I'll probably put that at the very end. So I have it at the end, but I haven't turned on right now. I'm just using the EQ. Real quickly though, yeah, all this is still the master bus. I'm only gonna use the master bus for now. The maximizer, this is Ozone 12. This guy right here. IRC5 is the best one. I've been switching over to that on all my mixes and masters. It allows because I always used to use the transient one or 4, and transient was cool because it would give you the attack. But this 5 does both. It's more musical. Like you get the transients, but then you still kind of get some of the low end without losing the attack. It's because it wasn't too much, but it was enough. Oh, you know what? Too actually, today we're also going to try Invisible Limiter. I finally got it back up. So let's see.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do.
So we're doing Delta mode right now to listen to what we're actually EQing. We have the analog version. Oh wow, that digital is like different.
Right. Oh, that bucket chicken got me doing the mashed potato. I love when you make the dinner, but can we save it for later?
Alright, so the next one I'm turning on is the imager. I like this to kind of get some width. You guys can see what's going on. This is 100% width. I usually bring it around 20. And you can hear that we're getting all like the background vocals. So I like that. That's pretty good.
Nobody love me like you do. Hey, cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're.
Okay, so this is the clarity. It adds a little bit of stuff. Yeah. I have the dangerous one. I haven't used it in a minute, but I used to like the mid side a lot. That was one of my favorite things to do. The mid side for the masters, for the master bus. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bro. Same, 1000%. So this is stuff like I don't think I want to. I don't want more of this. So
I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me.
okay, so we're here with now we're onto the stabilizer. The clarity I used very little, 10%. I didn't want to do too much with it. Yeah, I'll give it a try. I'm gonna finish off this right here, then like I'll A/B that instead of using my other plugin. So when here on stabilizer, you can shape it. You can add this. This is actually pretty good. I like this. Like I could use this being cut, but I like what it's doing here with the low end and the vocals.
And we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up. And we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy. Take me all the way. Hey!
That's pretty cool.
Do it like you do.
So here we have the dynamic EQ on now. Here, I'm just trying to find double frequencies. Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know where you learned it, baby.
All right, let's look at this one.
Mashed potato. I love.
There it is. 184 is better.
Let's get right to dessert. 'Cause ain't no
Yeah.
you do. Ain't nobody.
All right, so let me add the dangerous. Yeah, I used to be a big fan of the dangerous. I had for a while was the dangerous EQ and the Shadow Hills compressor. Let's see, dangerous. Do you use the mix or the master one? I guess that's supposed. All right, let's hear it.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do.
What do you do to get that tape saturation?
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of that because I got completely off the Slate platform. It was awesome actually on 808s and the 2-bus, but I can't. Yeah, I stopped getting into that. Yeah, same. I used to do that, but I don't like it. I never liked it. Here, let me show you what I do. So this is my jam, J tape. So a buddy of mine used to work for Rich Costy, who's like a big mixing guy, and he used to have this on his master bus, and he would go to the default setting, master, fat, tight, and open. So he would, and this is amazing. As long as you have a gain stage well, and then I would just hate noise is killed. So let's see. First, let me turn everything off. Oh, you know what? I haven't even turned heat on either. But I haven't used it to. Oh, I don't want to add it at this stage.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do.
Oh yeah.
Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy. Take me all the way. Oh, that bucket chicken got me doing the mashed potato.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I think that's the biggest trick with all this stuff is a little bit goes a long way if done right. If you do too much, it always like messes it up more than you would imagine.
Do it like you do. Ain't no
Yeah, I have a semi mixer. I use the Orbit 5057. So not on this mix, but for the most part, I mix through the Orbit. It's a 16 2-channel, and then it comes into the master bus here.
Nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do.
Oh yeah, I do want to get like a nice chain again. I used to be way more gear, but I primarily have like 3 mic pre's now, a few compressors, but I'm more in the box, and then like my monitoring is where I put a lot of the money is my monitoring, and then my room. I built out the room. For my speakers, I have the PMC 6, and then I have the Grace for my monitor control, and the Orion 32. But I want a compressor now. I want a limiter, and I want a EQ just so my master bus could be like analog again. What kind of stuff do you have gear wise?
Nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way. Oh, that bucket chicken got me doing the mashed potato. I love when you make the dinner, but then we save it for later. I'd rather have this snack if I wanna invert. 'Cause right.
I've heard a lot of great things about the Fusion stuff. Yeah, I was considering that Fusion. Um, you know what I originally wanted? I wanted the SSL Sigma, the their semi mixer, but it's out of date, and they didn't replace it. They did what did they do? They did like that little console, but it doesn't like I didn't want something that didn't have like a hard like recall, like because it's faders. But yeah, I want to try the Fusion.
Nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way. Oh, that bucket chicken got me doing the mashed potato. I love when you make the dinner, but then we save it for later. I'd rather have this snack if I wanna invert. 'Cause right now I got a sweet tooth. Let's get right.
Yeah, I have like my pre's. I have the Brain Averill 1073 stereo. I have the Chandler LTD1. That's my vocal pre. That goes into my distressor. I have a 610 from UA and the 1176 compressor, the reissues from the 90s. I'm not a big fan of EQs because I'm so into most of the stuff I do is like hip hop, R&B, dance stuff that's just overdubs or like keyboards, guitars, and most of it's direct. So I've never like needed EQs because I'm not doing like big live stuff. Like rarely use the EQ on my Chandler. But yeah, I mastering like I've seen the Wise EQ. I was looking at that for a minute. That's pretty cool, especially because that's got the digital recall. So
Nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do.
that's funny. So that's my plugin. Like, watch. the vocals, the lead vocals are always with that. Yeah, amazing plugin. I've used the hardware a few times, but yeah, the plugin's great. Love it for my vocals. Always on vocals. All right.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way. Oh, that bucket chicken got me doing the mashed potato. I love when you make the dinner, but can we save it for later? I'd rather have this snack if I wanna invert. 'Cause right now I got a sweet tooth, let's get right.
Yeah, plugins have gone a long way. What I really like is the emulations for guitars, guitar amps, and even like the drummers for like real drums, not like hip hop stuff. For I use the Slate drums a lot. I love the Slate drums, the addictive drums too. Like they've gotten so good. But the guitar emulations have really impressed me, and the newer generations of like the hardware emulations are all amazing. Like there's this I'm a big UA guy, and they dropped the 160, 170, or 167, 170, or 67. That was a great plugin. Just amazing. Because I think the retro is based off of that for like their hardware piece, their compressor. Amazing.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do.
Yeah, I think the loudest I'll go on this is probably like 8, maybe 7, 7, 7, 6, in that range. Because I think what the meter isn't 1,000% accurate. Once I'll print the mix and then I'll put it into RX, read the meters. I'll probably go up to about 8. It's usually 8 is where I try to deliver.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody. You got a guy spending all this money. Body do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do.
100%. 100%. Let's see what's
Body do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do.
Yeah, no, that's the thing too. And 8, 9 has been the best for translations for me. I've had the fortune of being on the top of several playlists, and when I've done that, I've never delivered louder than that. You know, like all of my production mixes that I do, that get playlisted on Spotify and all the like Apple Title, all that stuff. Like they translate really well at -8, 9, and I don't need to be in a loudness war with anybody, you know, because to me that's the true test, is when you put it into one of those playlists, and if you're in that playlist with like all the different people and you're fine, that's all that matters, because everyone's getting normalized, everyone's going through those codecs. It's just like a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Body do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody
So real quickly, I haven't used the invisible limiter for a while. I'm on this Discord with Alex May. Um, everyone knows him for doing a lot of the thug stuff. He's done a lot of stuff too, though. Like he did some Jelly Roll track, that Wild One, which is awesome. But yeah, it's I put this back on, and one of the reasons he was like mentioning he likes this a lot because we were all talking about different compressors. I mean limiters. He said that this one doesn't kind of kill the low end and leaves it alive, lets it breathe, and like I haven't used this in years, mainly because when I updated to my silicone, they didn't have a version for it, and then I went back this week and they had it finally. So I think there's a version 2 and 3, but I like this one, so I'll stick to this one. No, yeah, my sessions, I have to I have to do the whole thing, man. Like I'm color coded. I have all the markers, the whole nine, man. It helps me not have to think too much about that stuff.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like crazy, take me all the way.
So this right here, I wanted to bring out the original vocal. I'm sorry, the original demo I got, and I wanted to A/B to where I'm at too, to make sure that we're in the same wave. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're
All right, so the NS10's power amp is on. Switching to the NS10s just to kind of get like a final listen. I really like the NS10s to kind of tell me if the vocals are actually in the right place. The PMCs are amazing and nothing but positive things, but it's always good to check. And I'll probably even check it in the car and the headphones as well. But it's the mix is pretty it's in a really good place. I gotta say I enjoyed this bringing back the invisible limiter and the K clip and the J tape, man. Thanks, man. I would not have put the J tape on this one for some reason because I felt it was too much of like a modern thing. Nah, not at all. NS10s are amazing.
do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way. Oh, that bucket chicken got me doing the mashed potato. I love when you make the dinner, but can we save it for later? I'd rather have this snack 'cause if I wanna invert. Yeah, 'cause right now I got a sweet tooth, and let's get right to dessert. 'Cause ain't nobody love me like you do. 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 Hey, cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me off.
Yeah, the 1073 is really awesome. That channel is really great. I actually go to the third child, the 670. I've been using that. I go between that, the 1073 sometimes, and what else? The Pro compressor from Pro Tools. That one's really good because it's a clean, warm, grabs it.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do.
I like the legacy version. And once in a while, they have these bugs where like the left and the right don't match. I don't know why they do. It's ridiculous. They should have it like dialed in. But one of the best plugins. I used to use the one here from Avid for a while too. I'll go back and forth, but right now I'm still very much on the legacy UAD.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're.
Man, Paul, what you talk about? You want? I love plugins. I'm addicted.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way. Oh, that bucket chicken got me doing the mashed potato. I love when you make me dip.
For no reason, jeez. All right. Real quickly, I'm bringing the SPL Transient Designer to the kick because on the NS10s, I'm not getting some of the attack. I have not used True Iron. I have. What is that? Let's look it up. True Iron plugin. Oh yeah, I see this all the time, but I've never used it. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. So you got the different ones. Nice. Oh, here, here is like your like cheat code to find great plugins. Anything that gets here is like 9 out of 10. Gotta be a good plugin. I've yet to use a plugin that's nominated that's not.
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Cook it up, and we're getting down.
What audio is low?
Do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do. Ain't nobody do it like you do.
All right, Paul, for that help and all your help here, I put it up. Tell me if it's better now. Good. Let me see if I can raise it from here too. Nice. Let me see here. Hey, 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 hey. what's going on here. All right, how's this? Is this better? All right, thanks, Paul. I appreciate you, Ben. I gotta figure out a way to test that before we go live. The mic, I don't like headphones when doing this stuff. No black box. I use a decapitator or the lo-fi from Avid for saturation.
You said you done grown. You got a guy spending. Nobody do it like you do.
Forgot about this vocal.
Let's get back to dessert. Let's get back to dessert.
It's a character tone, which is a cool layer. Just gotta try to get it to fit a little bit better.
Let's get back to dessert.
Yeah, a little too much reverb. Too much reverb on that one. All right, so let's see what this does here with the.
Let's get back to dessert.
Right now I got a sweet tooth. Let's get right to dessert. 'Cause ain't no.
Yeah, that's not working good.
Right now I got a sweet tooth. Let's get right to dessert. 'Cause ain't nobody love me. Right now I got a sweet tooth. Let's get right to dessert. 'Cause ain't nobody love me. Right now I got a sweet tooth. Let's get right to dessert. 'Cause ain't nobody love me. Right now I got a sweet tooth. Let's get right to dessert. 'Cause ain't nobody love me. Right now I got a sweet tooth. Let's get
on the NS10s, I feel like I'm missing some of the body from the music, and I'm trying to just add a little bit of body. That's been the biggest thing. Everything else sounds really good though. I'm pretty happy. Vocals crispy. They're on point. So 800, 500, 800 type of is kind of where I put the vocal. I mean the body. I've had this a few times when you kind of like get everything right, and when you're dealing with like sample based stuff.
Right now I gotta speak to, let's get right to dessert. 'Cause ain't nobody love me. Right now I gotta speak to, let's get right.
All right, I think you're right. I might be overdoing it at this point. Let's listen from top to bottom. We're gonna call it a day. Thank you to everybody. My guy, piano music, dude. I'll follow you back once I get off the live, and yeah, dude, keep in contact. We'll have to pick your brain. Always down to chat. And thank you to everybody else. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit me up. Send me music. I always check out stuff. Always happy to listen. Okay, top to bottom.
Hey, a pretty mama, why don't you come on over here? Can you get a little closer now? Let me whisper in your ear. You're looking fine as hell with your slim apron on. Why you got nothing else on? You're gonna burn yourself daggone. But ain't nobody do it like you do. 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 Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way. Oh, that bucket chicken got me doing the mashed potato. I love when you make it, but you say tomato. I'd rather have this snack if I want it invert. 'Cause right now I gotta speak to, let's get right to dessert. 'Cause ain't nobody love me like you do. 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 Hey, cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way. Hey, let's go. Get it down. Hey, yeah, now, can I get some help? Can I get some help? Yeah. All right now. Woo! Cook it up, and we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up, and we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy, take me all the way. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Come on. Feels so good.
So there's a few things I gotta touch up. Now that we have all the limiting and mastering, I haven't been checking the last hook, and we have some additional elements that came in here. The chug. So cool sound. but we're getting a lot of tape saturation noise. I'm assuming that was added as like a taste thing. So I put this low pass filter, do quite a big slope, and then yeah, it's pretty strong. All right, let's try that.
And we're getting down. Yeah, we're cooking up. And we're getting down. I don't know where you learned it, baby, but I like the taste. You got me feeling crazy. Take me all the way. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Come on.
Okay, see, now it feels a lot better. The breaths and the chugs that we added at the end were a little too loud with the limiting and all the mastering stuff. So the only thing is that ad-lib thing is a little too in the center. So I'm going to use spreader. I use this high diffuser setting, and it just kind of spreads it out. It's not quite doing what I need to do, so let's maybe just pan it. Sometimes as simple as a pan. Let's see, left, right. So we're going left for that section, and then we're gonna go right for this other section. It's subtle, but it just helps you kind of like hear it, and it's a moment. Yeah. I'm gonna check it right now. The vocals, I have to A/B it a little bit, but yeah. Anyway, I think that's as far as I can take it for right now. I gotta head out, but thank you so much for checking the stream, the live. Tap in on all platforms. I'm Stewart_Hidalgo. So thanks for everybody, and see y'all soon.